What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy StereoRifles tuning in on the microphone. If you're new to the channel and enjoy the content you're about to watch, smack that like button down below. It is appreciated, and subscribe if you're new. Now let's jump right into it, man. C.O.D, Logic, Modern Warfare 19, what the bad is, and what we need. First off, let's jump right in. The sprint out needs a buff. I'm gonna say it. I know there's attachments on the weapons that increase your sprint out a little bit, and also if you keep attachments off your weapons as well, this helps, but I don't think it's enough at this point. I really don't. Really punishes the rushing game, and there's a lot of people that like to rush. I'm one of them. My buddy GCP, his slogan for Christ's sake is rush or rage quit. 2, yes, the maps were kind of bad, not terrible, some were worse than others. Definitely not what we've been used to in the last few installments of Call of Duty. I gotta be honest with you though. I learned the camp spots and some of the main glitches in the game, head glitches in the game, pretty fast. By the 3rd day of the beta, I pretty much had most of them covered. But that being said, I really feel even in the final build of the game, the newbie players, especially the players that have literally never played Call of Duty or just started the last year or two, coming off Black Ops 4, the traditional 3-lane maps, very predictable routes, are going to struggle. And that to me, when they designed these maps way back whenever they did, I think that's why they had skill-based matchmaking in mind to protect the newbie players. And yes, skill-based matchmaking is in this game. Yes, I encountered some sweats and what have you, but I did, like I said in a previous video, I managed to go like 30-9 for one gameplay. I had a couple nice 25-10, 25-12. Not excellent, but something where I could say I made a showing. I called in, I believe, 1 chopper gunner. I had at least 3 VTOLs that I called in. So, nonetheless, I had some decent gameplay, something I could say I'm happy with, I'm content with. No, it's not a pub stomping score. No, I didn't go 50-2, 16-2. Especially being a beta, I didn't think I was going to go anywhere near that. I'm just surprised I got some 25 and 30 kill games. With these maps and design, I really felt the developers thought that the new players to this game were going to struggle. And they were going to struggle hard, hence why you're seeing a lot of camping. And that's not just the new players as well. I've played with several YouTubers / Twitch streamers through the beta's life cycle. I mean, it's obvious because they got their YouTube name on the screen, or they have YouTube in their gamer tag / PSN. I saw it all day long, man. So believe me, I was in there with some sweats for sure, and they were camping too. So it's not just the new players, but I really think that's part of why they're implementing this skill-based matchmaking into the game. Oh, and this guy, his name is Sour. I'm going to link his video in the description. I just saw it off of Twitter, bro. The guy literally reverse boosted an account on purpose just to see how it would go. I'm not going to leave the whole thing up to, but he definitely proved there is something there to be said about it. Let's see. Next on the list, man. I just want to come out and say, we just got done talking about camping, the newbie players. There needs to be a gentleman's agreement. As you know, if you don't know, in the pro gaming circuit, there's certain things and guns that they will not necessarily use in play because they have a gentleman's agreement made. It's not banned by C.O.D Esports, but they won't use it. Like I've said, it's a gentleman's agreement. It's basically like, boys, we're not going to use this. We talk to each other, you know, you're not cool if you use this. You're not, you know, you're garbage if you use this particular thing. I feel like me as a YouTuber, other YouTubers, if you're watching this, you're a YouTuber or a streamer and you enjoyed the video, get that out there. I want a gentleman's agreement across YouTube that we're going to stop camping as much as we possibly can. Let's get the meta changed. I honestly believe the meta needs to be changed by us. We blame the game, we blame the maps, we blame this, we blame that. But it all comes down to us, man, the players. Get that message out there. Hashtag gentleman's agreement. Hashtag we won't camp. Let's see if we can get that going, man. Leave it in the comments section. Leave it on Twitter. Whatever you're on, you get on Facebook and you get on gaming channels or gaming Facebook pages. Get that hashtag out there, man, because we need to change it from the ground up through us. Now let's get into some questions, man, that I wanted to ask and answer myself. Am I staying in Modern Warfare after all the emotional experience, the sweat, the camping? Yes, because honestly, I think about going back to Black Ops 4. I'm like, bro, I can't do it. I just can't. As frustrating as the camping was sometimes and the shoot first, die first nonsense, the cheese was worse, man. My buddy GCP, I'll mention him twice now. Shout out to GCP. Was talking about what's worse, the cheese or the camping. And honestly, I gotta say the cheese, dude. The cluster grenades, the war machine from Black Ops 4, the Tempest, the Seeker shock drone, getting sliced up by Katana, man, bro, that to me was more frustrating, along with the 150 health, over the camping in Black Ops 4. I mean, camping in Modern Warfare, because at least in Modern Warfare, like I've said, you learn the main spots, and people will always say, well, you should play here, play this route, play that route. What I'm saying is, you gotta learn where not to play. If you know there's always a guy camped up in that spot on that particular head glitch, just patrol a little more and just avoid it. That's what I've been doing. That's how I put up good scores. Is if you know there's constantly that person, just avoid that route. Avoid spots. Don't worry about going to certain spots. Worry about avoiding them. Well, I'll be like stomping. I put that in air quotes because, you know, obviously I'm not a 4 KD player. But will I be pulp stomping this year? If the skill-based matchmaking, as I've seen, continues and they don't somehow tone it down, I don't see me having but a 1.0, 1.1 KD this year. I mean, I could be wrong. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm just going, I don't see me dropping 50 bombs this year at all. Again, I could be wrong. Maybe I could party up with someone, you know, cheat the system that has a lower KD and he'll host the lobby and might be get me in with some Timmies. I don't know. There's always ways to exploit skill-based matchmaking. They did it back in Advanced Warfare. A lot of people reverse boosted. As you'll see, by the way, if you check out that video I put in the description, I highly recommend you checking it out. It's a very good commentary, and it's really opened your eyes on what's going on with the scene right now. But let's summarize this commentary. Let's wrap it up. I'm going to say, will camping go away in this game? Honestly, no. I think no matter what they do to it, this is just going to the way people are going to play with the map design. I do feel the game is great. After my overall experience, I really like it. It gives you that old school feel. That's what I want it back. We don't have the 100 health anymore. Connections do need work. Spawns do need work. That's for sure. But I do feel someone on Twitter made an excellent point. This game plays so well, but I think it's really going to shine if DLC comes out and they bring back some old maps from like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, even Ghosts. As you know, you know, I love COD Ghosts, Warhawk, Strike Zone. Even Octane, a couple of them kind of maps are a tad smaller. I think this game is going to play excellent with the time to kill. The sprint speed's pretty good, especially with double sprint. I think the game, it's got a chance to survive. I really do. I think it has a little more longevity than Black Ops 4 did, in my personal opinion. I'm just digging the realism. I'm digging the lighting, the sound, the gun sounds, the time to kill. I mean, yes, there is times that on certain maps, it felt like you were in a war. It's the first Call of Duty I've ever played where you actually felt like you were in a war, like a battle in a real war, which, yes, can get tiresome, and that comes from the slow pacing, what have you. But I'm not going to lie, the game needs work. It needs tweaks, but I feel like I'm going to last a lot longer on this game than I did on Black Ops 4, especially with the time played. But we'll have to wait and see, man. That's pretty much going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming by, and I'll just see you on the next one. Take it easy.